It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up next.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Penix now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Second and 6 coming up here. Penix looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, here's Penix. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Penix here from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Penix working from the gun. Rolling and he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their 1st drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, we've had to wait until the 2nd quarter to finally see him and his offense out there. And we're going to see what they have in them here, Kate, in a hurry. Down a touchdown, with how long they've been sitting over there, I know the feeling. You're chomping at the bit and likely going to be pretty aggressive with the football.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to P-Ryan. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. It's a gain of 22. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 17. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Motioning the tight end now. 3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And leading just 7-3 might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Here's Penix. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be second down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Up and good from Blankenship. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He lofts it deep, right sideline. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They've got first down from the 31. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, 7 to go. They motion the tight end over. From the 34. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Run from Pacheco to start the half. The ball's out, he lost it. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for second down.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Second down now, 7 to go. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Pistol now for Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. Throwing again, Mahomes. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Reed now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix has it downfield, working the left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So we're through 3 here. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Penix on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
right, set now, 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Here's Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Falcons down by 7. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Penix here from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Chased out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons cut it to a point late in this one. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Hardman with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Piron. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Here he is to throw. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Looking to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
He'll look to throw it. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And that one is good! And he hits one more time to win them this game! So score this a win for the Chiefs. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.